What's up, Majors? Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand." We've been looking at dreams and plans through the life of Joseph. Let's dive back into his story as we wrap this up. Verse 38 of Genesis 41 says, "So Pharaoh asked his officials, 'Can we find anyone else like this man, so obviously filled with the Spirit of God?' Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, 'Since God has revealed the meaning of dreams to you, clearly no one else is as intelligent or wise as you are. You will be in charge. I hereby put you in charge of the entire land of Egypt.'" This is where every preacher who's ever preached a sermon says Joseph's setback was just a setup for his comeback, right? He was started out in slavery, now he's the prime minister, he's in charge of the whole country. That will preach. We got to remember all the middle stuff though, the pain that he went through. But it's true. What was a setback turns into something so powerful in Joseph's story. There's so many layers to that story that apply to our lives right now. On one hand, some of us are detoured coming into this new year. Maybe we're right in the middle of a fire. Maybe we're being tested. Maybe we want to quit and the year's just started. My friend, I'm telling you, hold on, because what looks like a setback may very well be the thing that's setting you up for something better. Think about where you were 365 days ago. Did you imagine that this is where you would be in life? These are the relationships you'd have. These are the jobs you'd have. These are the things that would be going on in your life. Maybe you're in a position like Joseph where someone is waiting on you to make sense of their lives. Those prisoners needed Joseph to interpret the dreams. Pharaoh needed Joseph's help. Maybe God's created you on purpose for the place that you're at. God has you where you are for such a time as this, so don't quit. Joseph trusted God, stayed close to God through prayer and devotion, and Joseph's God-given dream became a reality. See, a dream doesn't mean a thing apart from God's plan. When Joseph was 17 years old, he announced his dream to his family. He had a focus that was really all about himself. Then around the age of 30, he discovered his destiny was all about saving thousands, if not millions, of lives. The dream doesn't mean a thing without God's plan. When I was in high school, I believed God gave me a dream, a call that I would spend my life studying the Bible and teaching people about Jesus. I can take you to the very spot in Lakeland, Florida, where that call came to me from the Lord. I get to live that dream every single day. I'm in a great season where I get to read and research and write and teach and do all the things God has called me to do. However, the path from dream to reality was not always glamorous. My first job was as a fry cook, just like SpongeBob. We had rats in the place. Then I worked as a lot man at a buy here, pay here car lot. It was a fun job. I worked as a dishwasher for 48 hours. I took out the trash on my second day and kept walking. That job was awful. I worked at 7-Eleven gas station for a few months. I loved everything about it except for the pay. I worked in the band and orchestra department at a music store once. I sold clarinet reeds and trombone slide grease. That job made me learn the art of customer service. Uncle Sam captured my heart for 5 years in the U.S. Army. And the Army was, well, the Army. I saw the world, saw war, wore the colors of the most effective fighting force in the history of the world, loved it. Since then, I've been in full-time nonprofit work as a pastor, as an educator, giving my life away to others. Why am I telling you all of that? Because every job that I ever had prepared me for what I get to do now. I get to live the dream. My dreams didn't mean a thing apart from God's plan. His ways are above our ways. He's in control. He's still in control. He'll always be God. His will always be done. His kingdom will come on earth as it is in heaven. So where are you at the start of 2024? Detoured? Tested? Look, no matter what the dream is, it doesn't mean a thing apart from God's plans. So how do we live all this out? Let me give you 3 quick steps on dream development. The first thing is you have to stay close to God. Plan to stay close to God. Plan to stay. It won't happen organically. It won't happen accidentally. That means daily Bible reading, praying daily, connecting to the church, God's gift to us to do life regularly. Plan, schedule it, automate the things that are important to you. You have to have a plan to do it or you're just not going to do it. Second thing is you need to plan to be tested. That's right. Get ready. Keep readying yourself and remind yourself as well, when you feel forgotten by man, God has not forgotten about you, but you're going to be tested. Trials are going to come. Why not just plan and know, yep, it's going to come. And if you stay connected to God, it's going to help you when those tests come. And then finally, you got to plan for others. God's plans are always about serving others. There's no selfishness in the kingdom of God. There's no selfishness in God's will for your life. God's will for your life will always involve service and love of other people. Plans are necessary, but a dream without a plan is just a fairy tale. However, a dream doesn't mean a thing apart from God's plan. Have a great new year. Go Majors.